Okay, I think I am live. Can anybody see me? Go ahead and write in the chat if you can see me. I don't know why I always try something new. Okay, I can see me, so I think it is working now. All right. I don't know why every time I try to go live, I try something new, but I am doing something new again. And hopefully, everyone can hear me and everyone can see me. If you can, please write in the chat. I know last time I asked people if they could hear me and they were putting in the comments. I can't see the comments. So if you see the live chat button, oh, good. I see a couple of yeses. All right. Yeah, that's how I know that you can see me. But I'm really excited about today's video, which are must-haves for travel to Europe, because after the last couple of years, I think people really didn't travel very much or want to travel much, especially out of the country. And this year seems to be the year that people are starting to travel again. So today's video, I am going to talk about must-haves when traveling to Europe. So things might differ depending where you're going. And we will go ahead and get started after I introduce myself. I'm Lisa. My channel is Lisa Monique, and we talk about all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So in today's video, I just really wanted to talk about some of the things that you might want to consider packing or think about if you're planning on a trip to Europe this summer, because I know I like to review videos or packing lists and things like that from other people. So after this video, I will put down in the description box a list of everything I'm talking about so you can find it easier. And if it's a link, if it's an Amazon link, it is an affiliate link. I do make a small commission if you click on that. But I'll also have just my regular packing list too, some things that aren't linked. So, okay, this summer, I am going to be spending several weeks in Europe. And I didn't plan on spending several weeks in Europe, but it just worked out that way with a trip that we had bought in 2020, got rolled over. Our friends wanted to go the same month. I had already planned a trip to Europe for a workshop in Spain. And so this trip, it's a river cruise, is at the beginning of the month. My trip that I purchased last summer for Spain is at the end of the month. And then there was that time in between. I was like, well, do I fly home or do I just stay? And my youngest daughter is going to fly out and we're going to just tourist things today. So I'm actually going to be in Europe for almost a month this summer. And so when I'm thinking about what I need, what to pack, I'm trying to get it as condensed as possible, as well as have everything that I need. So that's kind of what we're starting to do. The first thing, I'm going to try and fit everything that I need for a month in Europe in my international size suitcase. So this is an away bag, and this is their newest one. I got it for Christmas. It's called the Flex bag because it does unzip in the middle and it has an expander. So before I fly home, if I have some things, I can expand it and have a little bit more room. But I'm really going to try and get all of my belongings in this one suitcase. Now, international bags are the restrictions usually 21.7 inches by 15.7 inches by 9 inches. So this suitcase, when it's not expanded, definitely fits there. And again, this is the away bag. Let me see if I can try something new and pull up my away bag. Let's see. Okay. I'm sharing screen, but I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. It's a little delayed. Okay. So this is the suitcase I have. I know away bags, some people think they're just overpriced bags, but I bought one of the first ones when it first came out. And then I just have my matching green set, and I just like them, and they roll really well. And the newer ones roll better than the old ones. And the newer ones don't have the battery pack, which ended up being a bad decision. You always had to take it out. But I do like the bag. I think they're sturdy. I have cracked the shell before, but they'll just give you a new bag. So they really have a good guarantee on them. So this is what I'm carrying. And it has it will come with, not this size. Oh, here it is. It comes with its little laundry bag. So I already will have a laundry bag to take with me. And I plan on bringing some laundry pods, and hopefully at some point during the month, a couple times, maybe after 10 days, or and then after 20 days, I'll be in a place that has a washer and dryer, so I can do a little bit of laundry. All right. So when you're planning on traveling to Europe, you do need to be conscious of the weight limit. Now, I'm flying out on Delta. I'm flying back on Delta. So I could check a full-size suitcase, and I could also carry on this size suitcase. But inside of Europe, I am flying Lufthansa from Austria to France. And so their carry-on limits, even though this bag meets the size, it's 17 pounds or just under 18 pounds. Well, this bag weighs 8 pounds alone. So that means I only could have 10 pounds inside to make the weight limit for carry-on in Lufthansa. So I think I will probably have to check that when I'm doing the internal flights. But you do want to make sure you check if you plan on doing some of the smaller inter-air travel. You want to make sure that you are checking, and let's take this off for now. Make sure that you are checking the weight requirements for the different airlines, ones like Ryanair and everything like that. They are really stingy on their weight limits. So you definitely want to make sure that you're checking that before you go. Now, one thing that I always use at home is a suitcase scale. And I like them long enough that I can grip with both hands. Now, this one I don't think is available anymore, but you would just snap it around the handle. I did find a few on Amazon. So let me shift back. Okay. Oh yeah, here's a $15 scale, and you can check and see if you're flying an airline. It might have a 25-pound limit. You can check and see if that's going to make it. I use these all the time, just flying domestically, because a lot of times I'm cramming so much stuff in my suitcase that it gets really heavy. And I can cram a lot of stuff in a small suitcase. I can make that small suitcase really, really heavy. Okay, so I do think suitcase scale, you don't necessarily need to take it with you unless you are close to the weight limit and are worried about how much your bag is going to weigh coming back. If you plan on doing a lot of shopping, then it would be really handy to take with you. Okay, the next item that I think is very important to take is a step-down converter or power adapter. So this one my daughter, when she studied abroad, she had it. And this is the same brand. It's a little bit different. The one I'm showing there has 3 plugs, but it also has a bunch of USB plugs on the end. And what I liked about this one is it came with all the different power adapters. So if you're traveling all over Europe, then you can have the power adapter that you need. Now, we don't use these a lot. You don't need these to charge your iPhone or anything like that, because those have that auto voltage, the 220, 110. So you just need an adapter on the end of your plug, and you can just plug your regular plug with an adapter into the walls for international. So you just want to make sure you have the right adapter. But these work well for a hair dryer, or it says not to use for a curling iron, but you need to look at the maximum wattage. So the output power is 1875. So if you had a low wattage hair dryer, or even maybe a low wattage below 1875 watt curling iron or something like that, then it would work with this. But it is very handy to have. But when I talked about just being able to plug things in and using just an adapter that's not really converting from a 220 to 110, I use these from Septic. Yeah, Septics. I have a ton of them. And so I've got some with the three-pronged. I have some with the three-pronged this way, two prongs. I have, oh, that's not a two-prong, but I have a two-prong. Yeah, two-prong. I really love these. So you can just have the one that has a regular outlet and just plug your power cord in it. Some of the larger ones, some of the bigger ones have USB chargers, so you can plug something in here and then also use the USB charger. Also, for a lot of the hair tools like curling irons and things like that, they are also dual voltage. You just want to check, and you could just use one of these to plug in a curling iron or a hot tool if you needed that. So you definitely want to, again, check your countries and make sure you have the right adapters. But these are really, really handy. They work really well. And this is kind of what we use most of the time while we're traveling overseas. Now, speaking of hair dryers, this one is a dual voltage. This Conair Travel Dryer is a dual voltage hair dryer that has smart voltage, so it'll automatically switch. Because every time I bought a travel hair dryer and you had this little button thing that you needed to turn to switch the voltage from one to the other, they never work. I mean, they would like fall off or something. I mean, I just really had a hard time. I actually have purchased, and I was looking at, I don't see it for sale because I bought it so many years ago, but I actually bought a dedicated 220 hair dryer with the 220 plug. And actually, if you're in Europe, you could find one there. And then I just take this with me. It's just easier. It works better. It has more power, in my opinion. And I really like this one. I like the way the back is. This is a Panasonic one because it doesn't catch your hair. And that's a really big deal for me, is catching the hair. But yeah, so this is Panasonic EH-ND63. I know it's discontinued. I've purchased this several years ago. But again, you could even check and see what you find overseas and buy a small hair dryer and then just keep it for travel if you do a lot of overseas travel. But this small Conair hair dryer, 3241, again, it's supposed to have that auto voltage, so you don't have to flip a switch, or before it was always like with a screwdriver type thing. It was just always a pain. I really hated the travel hair dryers that you would buy in the past. All right. What else is on my list? Oh, I am loving this Live Nature shampoo and conditioner. So they sent me, NPR, they sent me a conditioner and shampoo bar, and that's what's in my shower right now. And I loved it so much that I bought this, this set, because when they sent it to me, I had a box for the bar and a box for the conditioner, and it didn't have these little tins. And so I saw if you buy them together, you'll get these little travel tins. So this shampoo bar, oh, it smells so good. So this is the orange and Lang Lang or Yang Yang. I'm not sure if it's Lang Lang. It smells divine when you're using it, but it doesn't make your hair overly perfumed. In fact, my hair really doesn't have any scent at all. And it lathers up super well, and it is very long lasting. I'm hoping it will last the whole month, but I've been using it for a week and it looks brand new in the shower. I can use it as my body soap too. In fact, I might bring both. I might bring two of them just because my daughter might want to share, and then it will go twice as fast. And then the conditioner bar, it doesn't lather up quite as, well, it doesn't lather up, period, actually, I should say. So the conditioner bar, you kind of have to rub it on your hair. And then I do it twice. So I rub it and rinse, and then I just do it again on my ends. And it's worked really well for me. I have normal hair, leaning slightly dry, but it's not staticky. It doesn't feel dry. It combs through really easy. And I just really like having bars instead of liquids that could leak. And I'm really, really excited about these. And they have other fragrances and different bars for different hair types. This one is for the, I think this one is, it says anti-frizz for dry hair. For whatever reason, I was thinking this was the normal to dry one. But anyway, this is the one I have, and I really like it. Yeah, it says normal to dry hair on the box. So very excited about that. And what other things? Oh, a travel blanket. I love my little travel blanket. And again, the Amazon one, I just try to find something similar. It's really light and sheer. It has like no weight. It's not like one of the thick fleece ones, but it works so well. It gives you, on the airplane, it gives you just enough warmth. When we were in the Dakotas and we were staying in a place that didn't look quite as clean as I would like, I laid it out on the sofa to sit on and everything like that. Again, depending where you're traveling, how you're staying, you just might need just that extra little bit, and it's small. It's small and lightweight. And then I did order. I did a big order today as I was going over these things. I did order this pillow, a travel pillow. Yeah, last purchase today. And this one is like one of those foam ones, like a shredded foam. So I had a great travel pillow. I had a couple extra pillowcases for it, and I did leave it in the Dakotas. And so that's one reason why I wouldn't get the lighter one, the gray one, because it's easier to leave on a bed. Yeah, so I go for a darker color. So when you kind of scan your room, hopefully you can see it. So I did buy two of them. I bought one for me and one for my daughter. But again, it does squunch down into that little packet or little travel pouch. So hopefully it's comfortable. Now, I also, before that, my other travel pillow was not a special shredded foam one. It was one of these cheap ones, $19 for a 2-pack, and they worked fine too. And also the other reason why I always like to have a travel pillow is, we like to sleep with a lot of pillows. My husband has to have one under his arm, under the head, between the knees. We're one of those people that have like 1,000 pillows. So bringing our own, especially in our carry-on, ensures that we will have enough pillows, or at least 2 pillows per person, and over one, which a lot of times in places I've stayed in Europe, you just have that one pillow. Okay, I did just buy this bag, and I bought it in, which one did I buy? Oh, I bought it in this blue. Yeah, I bought it today. I have a Travelon anti-theft bag. This one's about 10 years old. I loved the, all the pockets. It's kind of reinforced, so it's, if somebody can't take a knife and cut the straps or cut the bottom of the bag. So that's what I really liked it, and I was so excited that I found it. And then as I was looking at this new one, what this one is not capable of, because it wasn't a thing back then, the new ones are RFID. Let's see, RFID. What is the word? Well, they have an RFID pocket. So if you put your passport and all that stuff inside, this one is not showing all the. Let me put it back here. Where does it have? Yeah, the 5-point anti-theft security system, but it's not telling me what it is. I was on their website and saw Oh yeah, here it is. So it has the lockdown straps to prevent the grab and go. So you can lock it around your chair if you're sitting down. It has locking compartments to prevent the pickpockets from getting in your bag, and locking zipper pulls, slash resistant body, slash resistant straps. Then the RFID blocking pockets to prevent against electronic identity theft. For both your credit cards and your passport. So that's really important to me. I've had my credit card number stolen so many times, and I think sometimes just walking, I think I've had it with the RFID, somebody stealing it in LA. And so that's really important to me not to have my passport or my credit cards compromised while I'm traveling, and then I might, be stuck with none. If you don't want to get a travel bag, then you can get the RFID, just the little slots, and I have them. I have the sleeves. Oh, they're right here. Yeah, so I'm using these especially for my ATM cards. I don't have all my credit cards in an RFID sleeve, but I do have my major credit card and my ATM cards are all in these sleeves, because I just saw something on YouTube about how, someone's going up to pay and they were just going to tap, and they're like, oh, you've already paid. And the magnetic field reached around into their wallet in their back pocket and charged another card in their wallet. And that's also happened in the purse and things like that. So yeah, the technology is pretty scary. And again, if you don't have more than one credit card, or you're traveling, or if it's your ATM card and they're stealing all your money out, it's so much harder to get it back. So I definitely think you want to protect both your passport and all your credit cards, ATM cards that you might carry with you when you're traveling. Hi, Tina. Okay. Oh, raincoats. I can't tell you, every time we go to Europe, we never bring a raincoat or an umbrella. And there's always some period where it's just pouring down and we're running around trying to buy a cheap poncho, but it ends up costing, $25 each. And it's just one of those disposable poncho rain things. So I did order today. Which ones did I order? I thought I ordered this color, but it's not showing it. I hope I ordered it, because it's not popping in saying that it's ordered. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I did order the lightweight raincoat. My criteria was that it had a hood. Again, these all wrap up into these little travel bags. So I'm hoping to have just a few little travel bags on half of my suitcase. Have one half for my clothes and then the other half for everything else. Because I am going to a course, a watercolor painting course, I also have to bring watercolor paints, paintbrushes, I think maybe even some paper. Have a little supply list that I'm going to need to bring too. So it's going to be, I'm going to have to pack very compactly. Collapsible water bottle. I thought this was just cool. I am going to test them out, make sure they don't leak. But again, something that I can travel real small with, and maybe they have water filling stations. I'm not really sure in Europe if they have a lot of them. I know they usually do it like train stations and stuff like that, so that you can fill your bottles. These are a little pricey, $34.95, but it had good reviews, so that's the one I'm trying. It said it had a leak-proof twist cap, so we'll see how that works. Kleenex. Yes, I like to have a lot of the small packs of Kleenex, or several of them, because if you go to some place and doesn't have toilet paper, it's always nice to have your little package of Kleenex with you. Same with hand sanitizer gel. Definitely like having those. I like the kind that has the hook, so I can hook them on everything, and it's easy to find without having to dig through. What else? Oh, so this trip, I'm really thinking I'm going to leave my camera behind, just because my cameras are heavy. And even with just one amazing zoom lens, I am going to leave it behind. And to back things up, because I am bringing an iPad, I'm getting this Apple Lightning to SD card camera reader. So I can download things from my phone, even though it's going to go up into a cloud also, but I can download it to a phone and then I can move it to the iPad. And this way, if I want to do a vlog or anything while I am traveling, then it will be easier for me to edit on my iPad. And so this way I can move my pictures off my phone easily, because I don't know if you've ever tried to get pictures off of a phone or videos off of a phone. It can be very slow using AirDrop, depending on your Wi-Fi. And it's just really hard to do. So I am getting this Lightning. In fact, I ordered it. It should come today to use with my phone. Okay, I did order a new phone today. I did upgrade to the iPhone 14 because my husband has it and I am coveting his front camera. And so I thought, if I'm not going to bring my professional camera, I really want one that focuses, because half the time I film on my iPhone, it's not focusing on me. And so unless I reach up and, kind of touch my face, I don't know. I don't know where the focus points are on the selfie cam, but it really is not that good quality, but my husband's is. And so I've been coveting for a while. So I did buy it. I pick it up today. Oh, there's one other thing. I guess I didn't open the link, but I will talk about power charger, portable charger. You can see I've purchased this one 2 times before. I love this size. It only has one charger, so it's not like I can share it with my daughter or something like that. I've had the larger ones before too, but they're just bigger. If you're going to have 2 ports, they're just a longer portable charger. And this one is super small, super convenient. I can charge my phone a couple of times, especially since I will be using my phone as my camera, my video camera. Then this will be really, really handy. So Tina asked, where are you going to in Europe? So we are doing a river cruise, or a Danube river cruise. My husband will be there. We're going with friends. And we had booked it in 2020. And it got canceled because of COVID. And then it just kept rolling over. And then they couldn't go. And anyway, they finally could go. And they're like, hey, you want to go the beginning of June? So we are doing that in June. We're ending up in Hungary, spending a couple of nights there. My husband will fly home to go to work. My daughter will fly out. And then we are moving from Hungary to Salzburg to do the Sound of Music tour. I love the Sound of Music. Even though we are touching on Salzburg on the river cruise, it doesn't do the Sound of Music tour. So we're going to do the Sound of Music tour together. And then we will fly to the south of France. And I think we're just going to get an Airbnb. One thing, because my dad is in the hospital or in a nursing home right now, but in skilled nursing. So it's just, nothing's guaranteed. And so everything that we purchase is like the most expensive that you can, fully refundable. So that's the airfare I had to get. The hotels that we're staying in so far are fully refundable. So I haven't booked the Airbnbs for all the little stops in between because, I don't know if this trip will get canceled, if something will happen, so I will book those at the last minute. But we are going to spend 4 days in the south of France, probably a day in Nice, a day in Marseille, Montpellier. I don't know. We're going to work our way across France, and then my daughter will fly out of Barcelona, and then my watercolor painting workshop is in the south of Spain, and so I'll go down south and do that workshop, and then I'll fly home. So it's a really long time, and I did not plan to be away. It's actually a really terrible time to be away because we're still trying to find a house to live in, and yeah. So, but that's where we are going. So we're kind of doing the Danube and then pretty much south of France, Austria and the south of France. Okay, and let's see. I had one other thing, and I'm wondering if I missed it. I must not have made the link. Okay, let me try and grab the last thing that I am taking with me is this gimbal stabilizer for the iPhone. And this part comes off. So this is only if you need, oops, it hasn't opened. This is only if you need to do a stand. So when I'm walking around traveling, you know, you can toss it in my bag. But this way, if I am vlogging, it will not be as shaky. And so these are really handy. Yeah, so this one is the DJI. I used to have another one. It's so much cheaper than when I bought it. But I used to have another one, an Atom, ATOM, and I really liked that one, but it was discontinued. And then for whatever reason, it did stop working after a year. I've had this one over a year. And I guess they've come out with the 5, DJI OM5, but I have the 4. And it works really great, does everything I need. You can kind of control it. Let's see, I think that's the last thing on Amazon. So you can control it, you know, from these buttons. You can, you know, record on, record off. Well, when I have my phone on it, you can, you know, tilt it. You can kind of hold it up and tilt it. And then you can customize the buttons so, you know, that it can zoom and do all kinds of things when you're using it with your phone. So I really like those, especially if you're trying to hold it up overhead, you know, to zoom into something that might be a bunch of people in front of you. Okay, so that's it. Those are my must-haves for Europe. I actually have, I'm going to show you, it's 30 minutes. I'm trying to do my lives only 30 minutes, but I do have my why can't it? Oh. I do have a couple of slides on other things that I'm packing. Headphones with that headphone jack. So we all have the headphones with the lightning jack, but when I'm on the airplane and sometimes the headphones don't work or you're sleeping or whatever, I do like to bring just the cheap pair of headphones with a headphone jack that I can plug into the plane. Oh, I had the portable charger, but then all the cords, you know, you need all your cords that go with your portable charger, laundry bag, detergent, laundry detergent pods. I've added the international plan to my phone already. Some makeup. I do minimalist makeup. Maybe I'll do another video on that. Hairbrush, small magnifying mirror, small mirror, toothpaste, sunscreen, face wash, moisturizer. I'll just kind of take whatever ones I have the little trial size because I'm trying to go very small. In fact, makeup, I can pretty much guarantee this is what I'm going to bring for makeup. Let's go big again. Yeah, this is, so it's a Charlotte Tilbury face palette. You know, it has the bronzer, it has some powder, eyeshadow, blush, and eyelash curler. This is a BK Beauty travel brush set. So I have a couple of, well, I don't even have her big brushes. So I have the eyeshadow brushes that came with the set. And then I have her little 109 brush. And then I have my rougher 17 brush because I'm going to also probably bring a cream blush. I have my little topography foundation. I'm going to talk about this. I'm loving this little foundation. So that's what I'm going to bring because it's very natural looking. Oh, it also has a pencil sharpener. I have my mascara. I use the City Beauty Beyond mascara. My standard Makeup by Mario eyeliner. My City Lips in Clear. That's it. That's it for my makeup. Oh, And then for sunscreen, I may bring my True Botanicals Everyday Skin Tint. I love this sunscreen, but this bottle is kind of heavy, so I'm trying to go light, but then, my regular, like, universal tinted moisturizer sunscreen, they're both, I guess they're both some 1.7 ounces, one ounce. So this is actually, oh no, that's probably the amount of product inside. This is a glass bottle, so it's kind of heavier. I haven't decided what I'm going to bring for my sunscreen yet, but I do like to plan things. I mean, literally, we're planning this over a month out or a month out. I do like to gather everything, and like what I ordered all this stuff on Amazon today just to test things out and make sure I have everything, everything that I need before I go. How did I hear about the workshop in Spain? So it's a Jenna Rainey workshop. And so I was following her watercolor courses, and I saw that she did one in France last summer. And I just looked for information, and it said that, that she was doing Spain in 2023. And, they were opening up the workshop, I think at the end of August or maybe the beginning of September. And it literally was like buying Taylor Swift tickets. I mean, I had my laptop and my computer, and open, to the page, refresh, because there are only 17 spots, and they said they sold out in an hour, or in an hour, in a minute, all 17 sold out the first minute. But I ended up getting it because they actually had issues with the credit card, and they had to freeze everything. And they said, okay, we're going to open it up again at 11. So it was 10 a.m. Opened up again at 11. And I was still just sitting there in front of the computer. And I noticed the room that I wanted, there were like 5 available, and it went down to 4. And it was like a quarter to 11. And so I was like, huh. So I clicked on it, and I could put my credit card in and order, sign up for it and everything. So I'm not sure if I would have gotten it otherwise, but I did luck out. I was very excited. Universal adapter. Are you talking about these type of adapters, or my universal moisturizer? But yeah, so if you can go back and watch, I'm going to talk about the different adapters that I am bringing. And then let's see, let's go back, finish my here, moisturizer, contact lens solution, extra contact lenses, my allergy medicine, and Motrin. I always travel with a little bit of Motrin. And then travel clothes. Okay, I just wear all these like polyester tops. I mean, I know polyester is probably, people are like, oh, it's too hot, but these are also light, and they take up no space. And I have some sleeveless and some short sleeve. So I'm bringing all like these little polyester tops, because they'll also wash. If I had to wash it in a sink, it will dry really quick. 2 skirts, one kind of a short mini skirt, one a longer skirt, 3 pairs of pants. I think it'll be a black pair, a pair of jeans, and then a cute little pair, 2 pairs of shorts, 1 dress, a lightweight cardigan that I'll take on the airplane with me, and then a warmer cotton sweater, 10 pairs of underwear, 5 pairs of low socks, 4 bras, waterproof slides. I have like some Adidas slides, and so that I can wear them in a shower if I don't think the shower looks good. But then I also could wear them out. My white leather tennis shoes, and a black dressier sandal. And that's it. That's it for the clothes. Yeah. And I think that'll be enough. I also wanted 8 tops instead of like 5 or 6, because if I'm there for 4 weeks, I just don't want to wear the same top, every top 4 or 5 times, so I will wear every top 4 times probably, maybe a few of them only 3 times, but yeah, that's what I am bringing. There we are. Okay. Sorry for the black screen. I think there's this delay when I'm seeing what I'm doing when I'm watching on my phone to make sure everything's kind of working. But all right, that's it. So 40 minutes. That's pretty good for my live. But yeah, if anybody has any things that they're forgetting, go ahead and put them down in the comments below. Like I said, I can't see comments while I am live streaming. I only can see the chat. So usually when I get off, then I see that people have asked all these or put things in the comments, and I didn't see them at the time. But yeah, that's it. Very excited about the trip. Hopefully, again, if you are on a computer or even on your phone, I think you can go to the description box and I will list everything that I've talked about down below. So you can kind of maybe copy it and work things into your own checklist. All of the Amazon products are just suggestions. You don't have to use these models or brands or anything like that. It was just kind of, if you need it, these are ones that are very similar to what I have or exactly what I already use. So, or what I've ordered for my trip next month. And that's it. So I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Bye.